Beliefs. Watch the previous video if you haven't, or at least the first few minutes of it, where I introduce beliefs. The previous video ended up with me moving into the self, the sense of self, sense of identity as a belief. But the first few minutes we talked about belief and the rootedness of belief. So here it's a simple message. You don't have to believe. You don't have to subscribe to beliefs. And everything is a belief. Not literally, you know. There's qualia, as they say. There's colors. There's phenomena that aren't beliefs. You know, a sensation isn't a belief. Um, Stuff in the visual field is not a belief, although they all have beliefs overlaid on top of them. But we won't get into visual beliefs. But yeah, to say it in one sentence, there's interpretations of what I'm seeing that I'm calling beliefs, such as I am here, or like this body's here, and some object is over a certain distance and somewhere else. That's a totally big web of interpretation and belief. So this is very relevant for attachment types on the Enneagram. That's 369, which are some of the most common types. 369 and throwing in 7 make up the vast majority of mankind. 369, 7. 9 is the most common, then maybe 6. Attachment types are all about conforming to others, maybe not in an overt way, maybe in a subtle way. But in a deep existential way, nonetheless. It's okay to completely let go of any belief. Anything that's bothering you, there's a belief there that almost certainly can be let go of. Anything that causes you a lot of anxiety, a lot of self-hatred, a lot of anger, a lot of shame, there's almost certainly a big belief there that very much can be let go of. It's a scientific process. It's not even rocket science. So that's the simple message for this video. You don't have to do anything anyone says. You don't have to follow any prescription for life, including the one that you believe. You're beyond your beliefs. The solution that's suggested here is not to push it away or disregard it if it exists. It's to be with it, open to it, don't see it as true. Recognize that's there. Open your body. Feel the feelings associated with that mental belief. And honestly, I'm going to recommend BYRON Katie and her process called the work for this, rather than say a lot, or that doing that will accomplish more for any problem you have in life than any YouTube video could help with. I've been having life changing shifts with a ChatGPT bot designed, programmed with BYRON Katie's The Work process to help facilitate a session with people. And I'll link it in the description. I'll link a couple of them because I have ChatGPT Premium. It's $20 a month. The other two are free. Try the ChatGPT one. You might be able to do it just fine free. I'm not sure. So try the ChatGPT one first. It'll be the first link. And there will be two others. Before, you would have to do this on a worksheet. But this way, it just really facilitates it. And there's like encouragements, small encouragements in the way the bot responds. And little bits that are reassuring, but reassuring in a way that's empowering. It's not like you depend on it for reassurance. It's helping you understand how beliefs work, just in subtle ways, the way the AI talks. It's fucking awesome. We are at a stage in human consciousness where we are beginning to really be able to reprogram ourselves. And it's not like just a non-physical mental reprogramming. It's when we're doing this, we're actually changing our brain. This is biological technology, like the yogis have been doing for thousands of years. It's very futuristic. You're not beholden to your biology, to your conditioning. We can let go of much more than we used to think was possible. Realities of how humans operate are not realities of how humans operate. Be very skeptical of any belief you have that say this is the way things are, this is what's healthy for a human, this is what's unhealthy for a human. This is how a successful life looks. This is how a happy life must be. I've got to have children for a meaningful life. I don't want to die alone. I can't have children. I'm not responsible enough, or I'm not, whatever the reason is. I mean, of course, for that example, there's biological reasons too. I can't go international traveling. I don't know how to do XYZ. I need to know how to do something before I start it. Psychologists say this. Carl Jung says this. This is how a healthy human's supposed to be. Or attachment theory, or this. It's like, these are all beliefs. I've got a plan for retirement. These are all beliefs that are not yours. You can let go of all of them. It's possible to operate without beliefs. Certain ones, like eating food, don't count because that's not going anywhere. You're not going to deprogram that one. You don't have to do what your mind says. You don't have to believe what your mind says. You don't have to believe in that you exist as a self. You can just be. You already are. You can just remove the concept of a self from you, remove the concept of any belief, what a healthy relationship looks like, what life needs to look like for you to be happy. All beliefs are resolvable, and almost everything is a belief.